au ina ia whaatinol whamoemoe a wale uso ia malaya tulipe. Ia male wii o le ali o Solomona Soliola o le swafa matai mo ia o feilo e vao i le ainga yo sia i le pā lava. A tonu i esi taime la tato feilo e tua ia feilo e vao a le aso nei i le umwhai patasi mai o ia. And finally, I need to summarize this one. Ole tupulanga mua, the first generation. Lea ye tato, te walawa tuman whalo alo I whana uma Soliola. Mamalia whamol mole pem whaintutu la iane o pulo, ia wale ai pulo, se waito, ngata iwasano keni ai atu. Kaisarina nulopa se lesa tu moso malaya Soliola. Our children, when you look at them, I am your mother, my own children will call me, call me their mother. Calling my brothers your uncles. Calling my sisters your aunts. Because some of you are so confused. Who are your uncles and who are your aunts? Or Matofa now, my own children will call Lolofie your uncle and my sisters your aunts. I think you are clear on that? Yes. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, boys and girls. You can sit down now. All right? The next generation, our children. I'm not saying about our grandchildren. Our children. Please stand up. That's the second generation, including Pulo's children. And yes, I think for the T, can you please stand up? Yes. All right. So here are our children. And then you call each other. They are the children of Tangata and the children of your cousins. Are you clear on that? Your cousins. So you must be very clear in Tangata when your cousin, you don't call them your aunts or your uncles, your cousins. Thank you very much. Look at your other cousins. They are the reverends. They are my tato patpati molanto. Yeah, and the third generation are our grandchildren. Can you please stand up, our grandchildren?
Stand up.
Yay! The family is growing now. Look at our grandchildren. All right? You call us your grandparents or your grand aunts or your grand uncles. Is that clear? And you call each other too your cousins. You have to be clear on that, not to be confused. Yeah, Pastor Lava, you may sit down now. And before I sit down, I need to tell you a story. And this story will serve the question, will answer the question of Masai's children, grandchildren. Because you wonder why Pulo is carrying the Tiatia name, not the Soliola name. All right. Soliola and Malia, our mother, were living in Lutuano in those days, in the early days. And they got this daughter, Pulo. It happened that Soliola got sick, and very sick. But that time, they were staying at Lutuano in the side of Soliola. The parents, Mela yed by Tafi, or Ina yed Aingo, Soliola, Tatu Tama. So it happened that he was so sick. And one of his uncle named Pele Ma'alu, Pele Tata Ina. He was the one who went looking for treatments. So he went and got to Sinamonga, a village in town, and he got traditional healer from there. So he came with him. I'm not sure whether, I forget whether it's a him or the her, was the traditional healer. And then he came, and what happened to Soliola was that because of being so sick and almost died, he couldn't lie down because of the sickness. He was sitting and he was sitting in his mosquito and bending his back like this to a board. That was the only thing that he got comfort was. But he couldn't lie down. And it happened that this man came, the healer, and was doing and treated him. And when he was healed, after 3 days, I was told by my mother, and when he was healed, the healer told the parents, Avalua, and told Soliola, when you are treated, you have to go to the bar. You know, it's a sort of superstitious story. And the healer said that behind that board you were leaning against in your sickness was that person from your village, from that village, Lepa, wanting you to come to Lepa, to Avalua's family. And that's why he had to pack up with Malia. And they went to Lepa. And that's when Pulo was left with the grandmother, with our grandmother, Masai. Pulo was 1 year old at that time. When they went to Lepa, it took about 2 to 3 days because there was no transport, they had to walk. And it was a long walk they went across to get to Lepa. So when they got there, Malia was so lonely and wanting to come back home. Many a days, she tried to escape, to come back to her daughter, Pulo. But she was always caught by the father, not far away from home at Lepa, because Lepa was so bushy, full of trees, and Malia saw it. What a big job that she was going to do. She was going to clean all that land where Soliola and us are living now. That's where our house was. But the Pulo clan, that's why your mother was not taken. So when Seweto Mautui was born there, all their love was given to him because it was really difficult to get back to Lotuanu. Every time that she tried to escape, Soliola always caught him walking desperately to get back to Lotuanu, to her daughter Pulo. And that's why. And having the name Tia Tia, let me tell you all that Grandmother Masai was a ceremonial lady. She was a taupo of the Sayuli clan because her father was the Sayuli in those days, and she was conferred the ceremonial lady title. So this man from Nataibai, he was coming to ask her for marriage, and her daughter was Pulo at that time, and that's why they went to Savai, to Nataibai, because the man had a high title. The Tia Tia title is, of course, a very high title in a village. And that's why Pulo got the father's name, Tia Tia. In fact, Masai and Tia Tia didn't have a child of their own. And when it happened that Pulo was at Teachers Training College, she was sent to attend the Teachers Training College. She was, of course, a very smart lady. And it happened that she got a child who is Malafu. That's why Malafu was raised by Tia Tia and grandmother, and he actually got the Tia Tia title. That's why he never let the title away from him as his father. So I think you understand it's very important that you are here today, that you understand what happened. And when we grew up in a village, I never thought I had a teacher. a sister, bigger sister. I always acknowledge myself as the oldest of the girls and my brothers. But one day, I was educated at in a pier. So I got home to Waimea, where Uncle Yoapo was. We were staying there for education. I got in, and a lady was lying down and on her back. And when I walked in, she said, "Oh, okay, so I turned around and looked at her, but she was laughing. And she sat up, and I said, who are you?" And that's when she said that I'm your sister. I'm Polo, your sister. So we met there. That's my first time to meet her. And then I said, "Oh, and I have a sister." When I went back home, I asked my mother, "Who's Polo?" I met her. That's when she told. She was trying to hide everything, because all this time that she was there in Nepal, she was so lonely, and she really wanted to get back to her mother and to her daughter. When Soliola got married, she came to Samoa and she got married there. That was the time I had about 2 days with Polo, and I tried to bond with her and got to know her. So that's a story about Polo, our sister. And we are so happy that you, the grandchildren of Polo, are here today. As for Apo Eliu, the sister Nulopa, used to visit her there. And Sister Nulopa is so close to Apo Eliu's children. He's Elise, who is, I've heard, is the Reverend of the Assembly of God, and the sister and the daughter of Fisika. Thank you that we are here today with the children of Fisika. So when the time comes for you to come up here, we'll all look at you and we'll all hear from you. We would like to hear from you. Well, that's all I can say. I think I have spoken so long, but this is the only opportunity Sorry, I need to acknowledge our Mother Maria. And for Soliola's other children, the 4 children, the first older 4 children, I'm sorry to say this one, that Malia, you have heard about the story of her, that she was forced to go to Nepal. And I'm saying here now that she is the mother of the family. Because when we grew up, we actually saw her and what she was doing. She was laboring herself to do the work and to build up the family. Soliola was a fisherman. He loved to go fishing, to look for food for all of us. It was such a poor family, a very poor family. When we slept at night, we had to sleep in the mosquitoes full of holes. And she always got the breadfruit tree leaves to block the holes because the mosquitoes would come in and bite us. And the land where we were was near the stream. When it was raining hard, the river came in and about to take off our house. And what she was doing to us was that she got us to collect the stones, the boulders from the nearby river to reclaim the land. Up till now, Soliola is doing the same thing for our family. And that's why I'm saying, please, Malia is the mother of the family. Toitu's children always came there, and she was so kind to them. She treated them well. And up till now, Soliola is without a wife because Molly, my sister-in-law Molly, was following the steps of our mother because she came into the family. Molly, she was young, Malia was older, and she made her, she slaved her to make sure to develop the land and the family. When Maria passed away, Molly was doing the same thing as our mother was doing, making us and enslaving us to do the elves, lots of the elves to do. And what a family that popped up from our family there at Lepa up till now. So Soliola has a son, the youngest son, Tunumoso, and is also married. The lady that she's married to had received guidance and trainings from Molly. So if I look at these three women, Maria educating Molly, Molly educating Moses' wife, they are the mothers of the family, of our family at Lepa. Let's all acknowledge their hard work. Give a clap for them, please. When you come, whatever time you come to our village,